What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. And so in my previous videos I talked a lot about the differences between introvert and extrovert and how they're wired differently. And today I want to address a question that came to my mind lately. And the question is, can a person change from being an introvert to an extrovert? And I thought that's very interesting to look into. And so if you're an introvert who wants to be more like an extrovert, then this is probably one of the questions that came to your mind as well. Because let's face it, being an introvert can be really frustrating sometimes, especially in a society where extroversion is more favored and introverts tend to be overlooked. You've probably been told by your peers and your teachers to be more outgoing and sociable. And on top of that, there are many workplaces where extroverts are more likely to be hired or promoted. And so, I can understand why we want to be more like extroverts in some aspects, but can we really change from being an introvert to an extrovert? And so I want to take a moment to share my thoughts on this. What distinguishes an introvert from an extrovert is our natural tendency to behave in a certain way. And so, as I mentioned before, introverts prefer to spend time alone and be in solitude, whereas extroverts prefer to be around people. And so if you're someone who happens to be introverted, it's very unlikely that you're going to change to an extrovert. I highly doubt that's going to happen, especially since you're more inclined to spend time alone and be in solitude. I mean, that's just a basic human nature that you cannot change. And so if you try to be more like an extrovert, you're actually doing a huge disservice by trying to be like someone else, and you're just going to end up burning yourself out and being exhausted in the long run. And so with that in mind, let me ask you this question. Why would you want to be an extrovert? Is it because they seem to be better communicators? Is it because they appear more sociable and outgoing? Is it because they seem to have a lot of friends? If any of these reasons apply to you, let me be clear about this. Being a great communicator, being sociable and outgoing, and having a lot of friends actually has nothing to do with whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. So what I mean is that even if you're an introvert, you can still develop your communication skills. You can still be outgoing and sociable. You can still network and meet new people and make friends. You can make as many friends as you want if that's what you really want to do. And so, just because you're an introvert doesn't mean that you're not able to do things that extroverts typically do. The idea of being an introvert is really just that you're living your life differently from most people are living, and that can actually be very exciting. There's nothing wrong with that. I talked a lot about the benefits of being an introvert. As in fact, I talked about the 5 advantages of being an introvert, so you can check that out. But being an introvert can actually be very exciting. Like as introverts, we tend to be better listeners. We tend to be mysterious. We are very creative. We're more independent, and then we are better able to engage in deep and meaningful conversations. And so you can see how there's so many benefits of being an introvert, and it can actually be very exciting in many ways. So why would you want to be an extrovert? You see, this is why I created this channel, because I want to encourage introverts like myself to be comfortable with themselves and to embrace their introverted personality. I know that it can be very tough, especially in society where unfortunately many people tend to equate extroversion with success. But what they don't understand is that even as an introvert, you can still be successful as long as you work hard, make the right decisions, and most importantly, be yourself. Okay, like you have to be yourself. Like, don't try to be like someone that you're really not, because if you do that, again, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, and it's just going to get worse in the long run. So my message to you is to forget about being an extrovert. Just be yourself, embrace your introverted personality, and understand that being an introvert is actually a very beautiful thing, and we should all embrace that. So that's my message for today. I hope that helped, and if you have any questions, thoughts, or comments, then leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to learn more about how you can become a more confident leader as an introvert, then please subscribe to my channel so you can stay in touch with the latest videos. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.